Officer Tatum finds out how MAGA really feels. Video by Reese Waters. Let's go ahead and check this out, man. Yeah, Officer Tatum, he is slowly coming to the realization that all of his efforts, all of his tap dancing has been for nothing. Doesn't matter how much work he tries to put in, he is always going to be at the back of the line.
We had only one incident where a small child spit on one of the pastors. And immediately after, there was an adult that came by and said, that's not a representation of who we are. You know, we love you guys. You guys are always welcome here. And I have to say, no adults gave us any grief. We had no issues whatsoever.
Yeah, that's how dumb this guy is. He doesn't even know how to grift properly. He's here taking this money from Israel, taking this support from Israel. And he can't even do his one job right. He has to mention how he got spat on by some Israeli kid. Hilarious.
Why is it? It's always an issue with the black magadom and you need us to come down there. What they talking about now?
He goes, I don't take money from Israel. I don't take money. Oh, you do it for free then? Wow. Wow. Good boy. Good boy. Wow. Good job. Good job, Ossifer. Ossifer, please. I can't breathe. Ossifer. Good job, Ossifer Tatum.
Yeah, it really goes to show just how little respect you get being a black sellout, being a black MAGA guy, because you are beating the drum, right? You are telling black Americans that they need to vote for Donald Trump. You are telling them that they need to leave the Democratic plantation, all of that. And yet you still don't have their respect. You still don't have their respect. A guy like Nick Fuentes, he doesn't say, hey, you know what? I may not agree with this guy on everything, but more or less, he's pushing the politics that favor me. He's pushing the politics that puts him more on my side. No, because you're black, you're still going to get hit with that racism, man. And you still go back to him. You still try to build a bridge with them.
Do it for free. Good boy. He's shilling for Israel for free. Don't even need to get paid. That's a good boy.
Julia Stomp sent $25.
The best.
Day 2 of asking Nick.
What? He didn't say nothing wrong.
He didn't.
He didn't say. Sometimes these are the things that you need to hear.
And then you go and look at it and you go, oh, they give money to left and right. Duh, they're a lobbying organization. That's what they're supposed to do, is lobby. And this is the thing that the woke right, can I use that on your show?
Yeah,
that's
whatever you want.
That's my words, not yours. Woke right. This is what they have a lens of anti-Semitism, so everything they see has to be an affront. Maybe, just maybe, AIPAC supports people who support Israel. Not that AIPAC is making people support Israel through some little money that you're giving them. These people already support Israel. Like if I ran for office, I would get AIPAC money. Why? Because I'm a Zionist. And they love a person like me. So they'll give me money. It's not that I don't like Israel and I want nothing to do with Israel. But in order for me to get elected, they're going to give me $40,000 and I'm going to somehow turn on my morals and turn against everything I ever believed to support Israel.
I mean, I hope you're getting money. I hope you're getting money. Don't tell me you out here doing the thing that everybody else is doing to get money for free.
Oh,
like, don't. That's going to be a whole nother dragon, Officer Tatum. And we all going to get involved. We are the world.
If you're going to sell out, at least get paid. How dumb are you?
He's a fucking idiot. Brandon Tatum is an idiot. Dumbest person I've ever heard. He should get an education. Officer Tatum should get an education.
Wow.
He should learn how to fucking read.
I mean, he's just trying to help you be better, Officer Tatum. He's just trying to help you be better. You know, these are the people that you have collected around you. Matter of fact, I think you got a couple comments too. Let's see. Track AIPAC, Brandon Tatum.
Wow. That's crazy. Jeez, man. But notice the conservatives, the white, far-right Republicans that don't like Brandon Tatum because of his position on Israel. Look at what they resort to when they want to criticize him. It's all race-based. They're pulling out the Kentucky Fried Chicken memes. They're doing all of that. This is what he doesn't yet understand. This is how they see him.
Now, Tatum trying to fight back. He says, I don't get why people are buying Fuentes' makeover. As he moves closer to the mainstream, he's busily denying violent intent, yet his 2024 statements made it clear. And let's see how they done put watermelon. Tatum.
Wow.
Tatum put watermelon.
Oh, this is despicable.
Hey, at least your rates went up.
Brand new Officer Tatum action desk. He's got one position.
Israel first. Change my mind.
And he will not budge. Press his cap and watch him
my
nod in
God,
agreement
they
all day.
are frying this guy. This is his people. These are people on the right that are making these, bro. These are Republicans, conservatives that are making these about him. Wow.
Long comes.
They got merch. That's good. That's good. Not a bad way to make $7K. Did they write the post for you? From Officer Tatum, Nick Fuentes. Erica Kirk is a spook. Erica is a plant. His wife was put with him in an arranged marriage. Tucker Carlson claimed to be Charlie's friend, yet chose to not push back against a man who publicly smeared Charlie's wife after his death. Now, you could look at that as smearing his wife, or you could look at that as protecting Charlie.
Yeah, why is Officer Tatum pretending as if people on the right have morals or principles? They don't. They ain't got no morals or principles. They shift with the winds. Whatever best serves them and their agenda, that's what they're going to run with. He's learning that the hard way. He's like, why aren't people upset about Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes teaming up? Didn't Nick Fuentes say all these terrible things about Charlie's wife? They don't give a fuck about that. Why? Because at the end of the day, it's two white men, two white conservatives coming together and breaking bread. And that is the most important thing.
To the extent, look, Erica Kirk is a spook. I've seen enough. Erica Kirk is a plant. We all know that. That is a fact. That is basically established. She was shopping around for a political husband. God knows where she comes from. She found one in Charlie Kirk. Do you think Charlie Kirk is the Riz master? He's not a good-looking guy. Dude, you know what she said on a podcast? I saw a clip of her on a podcast, and she said, I can't focus with him in the room because I'm just going to be looking at him. Now, that's some good acting. Now, you had me. Then I saw that clip. You know, maybe you had me when she did the first speech next to his chair. But when I saw that clip and she said, I'm not going to be able to focus with him in the room. He's too handsome. It's like, now that's some bad acting. That is some serious, that is a serious acting job.
Officer Tatum.
Now, are they calling for the cancellation of Nick Fuentes? Nick Fuentes is saying all these things. Where's the outrage on the MAGA right at Nick Fuentes? It doesn't exist. Why? Because Nick Fuentes is a white conservative. So he can say all these vile and nasty things about Charlie Kirk and his family, but let you be a black person and just tweet that you are happy that Charlie Kirk is no longer going to be spewing his racist, hateful, bigoted bullshit. They're going to try and get you fired from your job. And even worse, if possible. But Nick Fuentes, he gets a pass. Why? Because he's a white conservative.
Aren't you the same one that was crying because you wasn't invited to none of the Charlie Kirk memorial events?
Yeah.
I was not invited to any of the Turning Point Faith events, which I'm one of the biggest Christians in the movement right now.
Yeah.
That stand up for Jesus Christ.
Won't God do it? Won't God do it? First, Vivek Ramaswamy, being humbled by his quote-unquote supporters, they tore his ass up in the most racist way possible, by the way.
Yeah.
Clip is also on my page, right? If you want to go look. On top of that, now Officer Tatum crashing out that he wasn't invited to the Turning Point Memorial Service for Charlie.
Yeah, no, these guys, they're full-blown delusional. They're full-blown delusional. All them pats on the head had him thinking that he was really one of them. It's sad.
Kurt. But the funny part, like, oh, the knee slapper. The knee slapper about this one, right? He said, oh, it's a reason why they didn't invite me. It's a reason why they didn't invite Kansas. And I'm thinking he's about to tell the truth because you're black. Fork found in fucking kitchen. You're black. Of course they ain't invite you. This man upset he wasn't invited to the Klan rally. He has Jennifer Lopez level of delusion, I swear. He said one of the donors probably told him not to. Bro, what the fuck? Raccoons just eating the garbage. I swear you can't make this up. The raccoons in the heart with these people.
But if and you know why they didn't want me in Turning Point Faith? Probably because a donor said we don't want Brandon at Turning Point Faith because of his beliefs.
And if that wasn't bad enough, you also went on record talking about how you, as being the man of the house, need to be a leader and you would never cry in front of your wife, even if you lost your own kids. But you was up there with the ugly Viola Davis in the days after Charlie Kirk. That was you.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
I cried for my wife.
Really?
I just wouldn't.
What if your kid died?
That's a different thing. I mean, I would try not to cry for my wife if my kid died.
To be like the support.
No, yeah, I'm her foundation. I'm her strong point.
Okay.
This motherfucker tough, ain't he? He said he'll never cry.
He said even if his own child died, he wouldn't cry in front of his wife. Okay, let's see what happened when Charlie died.
His wife. And if his kids die, he gonna try not to cry then. Them show how tough he is. He the foundation.
I cry on my own, but if everything is going south, I want my wife to know I'm strong in that situation, and I can be. I don't have to cry.
Now this him when Charlie Kirk died.
The restraint that Officer Tatum is showcasing right now, every Christian in this nation can relate to, because this is the type of suffering we have to suffer with Christ in such a tragic time.
If his child died, he wouldn't shed a tear in front of his wife. But Charlie Kirk died, a man whose family felt like you weren't even worthy to show up, be invited to his memorial. You're bawling in front of the world for that guy when he dies. Truly, this is so pathetic.
Like this, we still have to operate in peace and have to honor the word.
He sure is crying now. I don't know if your wife watching, but everybody else is.
Yeah.
Damn, this subject say he wouldn't cry if his kids died. But this Charlie Kirk shit was just too much for him.
Wow, man.
Boy. Was a cry over that motherfucker master before they cry over their children.
Yo.
At least he doing that man crying. He ain't snotting going on. Be fucked up if he was snotting.
Oh my God. He can't even get a word out. Wow. You know, I have been fortunate enough that I haven't had too many close family members to me pass away as of yet. But I have a very good friend who lost his father, and I went with him to his funeral. He didn't shed a tear. You know, he was trying to be strong for his family. And here, this is a grown-ass man in his 40s breaking down in front of the entire internet because a man he barely knew, a man he was professionally friendly with, that he worked with. He's just in shambles over that shit. That's crazy.
Nigga, you snot crying for that mother?
Yeah.
Huh? Charlie Kirk's wife did snot cry for his ass. Boy, you must be close to turning point. You must be one of them. Super. I know you was at Charlie Kirk's funeral crying like a bug. Had your Turning Point USA shirt on and everything.
So I was not invited to any of the Turning Point Faith events, which I'm one of the biggest Christians in the movement right now.
I think you're using the wrong C word.
Here we go from Stop Anti-Semitism says Tucker Carlson will be the demise of the Republican Party. This man must be ostracized from public forums, insider circles, and every place in between. Otherwise, the GOP will morph into the radical abyss like the Democrats after failing to rein in AOC, Tlaib, Omar, and their ilk. Women of color? Is that what you mean? Stop anti-Semitism? I think I picked it up. To which from Rep Thomas Massey says 7K.
Oh, no.
Well done. Well done. To which Brandon Tatum cannot resist and says 10,000%. Let me see if Thomas Massey got a 7K underneath that one too. But we got a comment.
And have you ever heard Brandon Tatum explain to you why it is that he is so pro-Israel? The Bible. Guys, I've told you time and time again, Christianity is one of the most effective tools of white supremacy. It's so crazy. He read a story in the Bible and he's like, yeah, this is why I'm going to support this regime. It's crazy.
Wrong, Officer Tatum. You have to be the biggest Judas of all podcasts, you freaking Israel shill. You're obviously not paying attention to what all of us normies are thinking and saying. We are all pro Tucker and we have figured you out. So apparently unfollowing you here and unsubscribing to your YouTube channel just wasn't enough to not have to see you. I mean, tell me about it. I never followed him here or on YouTube. And even I have to see him. You can't get away from it. Officer Tatum is anti-free speech. I liked this guy at one point. I tell you who wasn't silent, though. These comments. That's his opinion. Tucker is here to argue facts and truths, not opinions. Brandon still also believes the government, FBI, CIA, Mossad, and BlackRock, and that no one knows who Thomas Crooks is or was. Monkeys beat. That's your fan base. Yeah. That is your fan base.
Now, it's so funny. They say they're unsubscribing and they're no longer watching Brandon Tatum, but I promise you they're still going to watch Fox News, even though the Fox News, all of mainstream media, it would seem, is very pro-Israel, including Fox News. They're going to keep watching Fox News. Why? Because those are good white folk talking on there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. As soon as they disagree with you on one little itty bitty point, right, which is your pro-Israel stance, now not only are they going to stop supporting you, but they're going to call you every racist name in the book, which goes to show that this is how they've always seen you. This is how they've always felt about you, but they were willing to tolerate you because you were saying all the right things.
The biggest fall from grace and the downfall that needs to be studied is absolutely Officer Tatum on TikTok. This is someone that was handpicked by Charlie and helped develop Turning Point, or at least...
Bro, let's not forget, Charlie Kirk was pro-Israel. Charlie Kirk was pro-Israel. There wasn't anyone who was more pro-Israel than him. Yeah, towards the end, apparently in private, he was starting to be a little bit like, I don't like the fact that it feels like these pro-Israel donors are trying to, use the money to manipulate who I can and can't speak to. But he was still pro-Israel. He had not come out and said anything anti-Israel at all. All of these people that are turning on Tatum, they still support Charlie. They still want people who say anything bad about Charlie to lose their job. Shit, they would love for them to be thrown into prison if it was possible. But we're not at that stage yet. So they want them to lose their jobs. And yet, look at how they're treating Brandon for having the exact same position as Charlie. It's because they don't give a fuck. This ain't about Israel. This is about the fact that you're black. Dude, if you were white like Charlie, they would just be like, he just don't get it. He just don't get it yet. Right? This is sad.
The movement in a very broad way. Like, I actually loved his videos. I love his videos, actually, and his ideas. All of them, and if you're watching this, officer, like, all of your ideas, like, for the most part, I was rallying behind. I was definitely on board, and I'm really invested. Like,
these guys would vote for Trump again, even though Trump is a Zionist. Wow. They haven't turned, they're not going to turn on Charlie. They're not going to turn on Trump. They're not going to shut off Fox News. But they'll turn on Tatum. And they all have the same beliefs. Tatum, Charlie, Fox News, they're all saying the same thing. Why is it that they're isolating Brandon Tatum? I mean, it's obvious.
Definitely support a lot of the things that you say and just a lot of takes that you have. A lot of respect. But the downfall that you've had recently because of Israel and your stance on it, it's not like it's not just a stance, okay? You can have a stance on everything, right? You can have your stance on...
This guy voted for Donald Trump. Donald Trump did not hide his pro-Israel position. Brandon Tatum isn't the one that's sending money to Israel. It's the Republican Party. Truly, the Democrat Party does it as well. But the point I'm making is, where is this energy for Donald Trump, for his administration? Where is this energy for Charlie Kirk? It doesn't exist. Okay. You had guys like fucking Nick Fuentes who would call out Charlie Kirk, sure. But not Candace Owens. And now they're trying to rewrite history and pretend like Charlie was about to just come out and be super anti-Israel. You're right.
Whatever the hell you want, it does not matter. It is your opinion, and move on. But it's not just a stance that you've had. It is a full-blown out defense on various different podcasts and interviews, and especially X is a huge defense of Israel. And now that it's come out that Israel, not only the video of Netanyahu talking about how he needs to basically push out soldiers to brainwash people on X and on TikTok, he said we need control of those things, and the fact that it's been revealed that Israel will pay you $7,000 a video or a post, and sometimes even more than that. It's not looking good for you, even if you're just like honestly, staunchly just defending Israel on your own principles or whatever. Your defense is, it seems artificial. It seems too much.
Officer Tatum sold y'all out too? He defending Israel? Yeah, what made you think you thought he was going to defend you? That man sold us out for a piece of cornbread and a spot on Master's couch.
Facts.
That man didn't care about you. He following the money. I respect that. Follow the money. Going to get paid. Allegedly, he's getting paid by Israel. I can't confirm or deny that. Okay, so that's up in the air for y'all to decide that. But my thing is this. Anytime you see a black man with a big audience and most of his audience is white folk.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad.
He's probably not encouraging the black community to really build and grow and do better. He's not acknowledging the true reality of what has happened to a lot of black communities and why people are where they are, especially the mental state of mind and the lack of funding, the lack of resources, the nearest thing being a damn a convenient liquor store or something like that instead of like a bank or something that will actually benefit that community. So like when it comes down to him, his content, I stopped listening to his content a long time ago, but what really pissed me off about him is what he said in regards to Sonya Massey. That set me off, and I've lost respect ever since. So yeah, he does not care about y'all either. Like if he sold us out, he was definitely selling y'all out.
Facts.
Well, I could say thankfully I was never in that place. And I think generally as a community, we were never in that place of having to get in the car because we knew exactly what it was when it came to Officer Tatum. But one thing that makes him somewhat unique is he actually tries to find a moral high ground for simping.
I literally had D.L. Hughley just yesterday say that I'm the voice for pushing white supremacist talking points, which is the stupidest thing you ever say. But when it first happened, when
obviously
it was an anomaly. Trump was never considered a racist. Then they made him a racist. But then all the black people support him. People hated on you, but they really couldn't.
That's not true. It's not that Trump wasn't considered a racist. It's just that most people didn't know about Trump's racist past because he was an entertainer. He was a Hollywood celebrity. He wasn't talking about politics. He wasn't talking about social issues. He was running The Apprentice. He had his pageant show. He had his buildings with his name on it, the golf courses. That's what the grand majority of people thought of when they thought of Donald Trump, that and the money.
Really put their finger on it. They couldn't just call you a racist. That was a dynamic that didn't exist because they were losing the battle of ideas when the anomalies occurred. Like if a person who was gay was supporting Republicans or supporting Christians or something, it was like their mind started popping because that's not in their bingo cards. And now they've morphed into finding a position to put you in now. Now they can openly say that you're working for the white man and you're working for white supremacy and you're a traitor to your race or you're a traitor to your gender.
Listen, Brandon Tatum is a through and through. I just wanted to say that.
Or you're a traitor to the movement. And they've been able to morph that into reality. I think it's completely ridiculous, but they don't operate in reality. They operate off emotions and they weaponize empathy to get the people that they don't like that are saying the things that contradict their entire existence. They try to pigeonhole you so people don't talk about you anymore, or at least they have a negative perception. They don't want to hear what you have to say. So now I'm framed as a black man who don't know my identity. You know, I'm now a black man who love white people more than I love my own people.
Yeah, because you lie constantly about the realities of black people and black America and black American history for the sake of getting money from white people. You never talk about any time there is another unhinged white person who identifies as a far-right extremist and they shoot up a school or shoot up a supermarket. You never talk about it. You're truly a pathetic human being.
Like they say, that I'm lost. I'm a slave on the plantation, which is obviously the complete opposite of what the reality is.
The fuck is wrong with you? You want to be these people so fucking bad that you are willing to grasp at any fucking straws. Are you serious? For every 500 white people that TPUSA had at any event that they do, they only invited one black person. You got like 25,000 people in that damn venue. You got about 50 black people up in there. And you think that's diversity? You think that's diversity? You think that that is acceptance? Wake the fuck.
Bro, like this guy who's talking right here, he's responding to somebody in the comments saying, I know black people who were invited and went, talking about the Charlie Kirk Memorial. Bro, I really, these people disgust me more than anybody else. You could be the most violent, just racist white man, and you still will never disgust me as much as these like black people who like defend raccoons and white supremacists. It is so sickening, bro. It is so sickening. It makes me ill.
Look at what they preach. Look at what they say. Look at their actions. Look at what they do. And you tell me that they're diverse just because they wanted to put some black people on the list for the usher to let in. Are you really fucking serious right now? You are no better than Officer Tatum. Are you serious right now? The fuck is wrong with you? You want to be these people so fucking bad. If you're sitting there with them, it doesn't matter if you're sitting there with there's different types of tokens. There's different types of tokens. Officer Tatum is a visibility token. He's the one that they use for visibility. He's the one that they loan out for the visibility. And then when they get the visibility and then they get all the views and they get all the traction because he's ride or die for these people, then they just loan him away and they're like, fuck you, we don't need you anymore. You're not coming to the worship event.
And by the way, these are the people that you have chosen to cozy up to. I don't know if you saw, but the other conservatives are dropping ends on you. Even with all that dancing, you're still an outsider.
Yup.
No, not on on Elon Musk's website, they wouldn't use that kind of anti-black language.
Right.
Now, Brandon Tatum had posted, Tucker is literally calling Charlie a heretic whom he despised, who also had a mind virus. Charlie was a Christian Zionist. And to which we get the response from Isabella Moody, you don't believe that Jesus Christ is...
They don't care, Brandon. Brandon is trying to be like, but I'm just like Charlie. They don't care. You're not like Charlie because you're not white. That's it. That's the difference.
Lord, you sell merch that says Jesus is Lord. You will bring your entire family to hell if you don't repent from this heresy. You should have never been a part of this movement to begin with.
Yeah.
And wow. She didn't put a my in there or nothing. She didn't put my.
Right. It's so funny. It's so funny. These white Christians, she calls him the N-word while talking about Jesus. Guys. Well, you know, to my black Christians, that's your own journey you're gonna have to deal with, man. I'm not gonna try and wake y'all niggas up no more. But goddamn, man. There's something way better out there for you, man. But hey, whatever floats your boat.
Part of this movement to begin with. And wow. She didn't put a my in there or nothing. She didn't put my, or she didn't go to AH. We can't even say that because she wrote the whole thing out. Now here is Officer Tatum alongside the woman that just dropped ends.
They always look like fucking clowns too. These like far right conservative women. Look at her makeup, bro. Jesus Christ. Straight up just like put her face in the makeup drawer and just went and pulled herself back up. It's like, god damn. Shit. You ain't got to use the whole fucking shit at once, my lady.
Quick, can you just quickly introduce yourself to the audience? And I guess we'll kind of get right into it after, because I know we got limited time.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know me, I'm the Officer Tatum, a.k.a. Talmud Tatum. You see it in the description section. Talmud Tatum.
Yes, this is what these raccoons do, man. They love to make themselves the butt of the jokes for these white supremacists to laugh at. It's so weird.
For some of y'all. But anyway, man.
I will give Brandon Tatum credit for that. Like having a good sense of humor and being able to be kind of self-deprecating and lean into the insult. That's what I do. I call myself the Orange Woman because that's what a bunch of people on a Blaze show, the old Blaze show, what was it called? I Am Here with Sydney Twatson, that bitch, that feminist C-U-N-T. Anyways, everyone was like, orange, she's orange woman. I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to call myself the Orange Woman. And lately everyone's like, wow, you're so hateful. So I'm like, okay, now my personality online is being a hateful bitch. I lean into the insults. So I'm going to give Officer Tatum some credit there. But that's it.
And this is what she posted afterwards. Brandon Tatum might be a low IQ simp for Israel, but at least he can embrace a joke insulting him. You tried to be self-deprecating.
That is not, being self-deprecating is not a positive, by the way, my brothers and sisters watching this. And this goes beyond just this topic here. Don't ever do that. If people make fun of you for something that you don't agree with and you don't like, you are not empowering yourself by going along with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. It's lame, bro. That shit is lame. I'm not telling you to fight against it. I'm not telling you to get mad and defend yourself, but don't play into the joke. Don't laugh along with people that are laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? And not with you.
While you shed followers and esteem because of your support for Israel, you're not even listed as one of the major pro-Israel influencers.
Wow.
Quote, here's the list. Looks like
that's insane, bro.
You're so irrelevant, you didn't make the cut. They probably figure you're so stupid that you'll do it for free.
Jeez, man.
Man, they doing you bad out here, bro. Like, I ain't seen a black MAGA get dragged like this since, well, I guess since Stephen A. earlier this week when he tried to come for Jasmine Crockett.
Yes, Stephen A. Smith, we're going to be on your fucking neck, on your nasty, raggedy fucking neck, because you keep coming for black women. And I know that people are going to be like, well, you attacking him. He has a black daughter. Yeah, he has a black daughter, but he don't act like he have a black daughter. He just continues to keep attacking us for whatever reason, being around a whole bunch of white men and just criticizing the fuck out of us or doing it on his little shitty ass podcast. So I need Stephen A. Smith and all his little sycophants to shut the fuck up, because I said what I said and I meant every fucking thing that I said.
That's the situation with Brandon Tatum, man. Yeah, shit's not looking good. You know, when you step into these kinds of spaces talking about controversial issues, you're going to have people who really don't like the shit that you say, right? But at the very least, the people that are on your side, the people that you're advocating for, at the very least, you should have their support. You know that they got your back, right? And so it's so sad when even those people don't have your back, right? These are the same people that you've been tap dancing for and all of that. They're turning around and making KFC memes about you, while still supporting the white conservatives that hold the same positions that you do, right? They're still going to vote for Trump, even though he's a Zionist. They're still going to, defend Charlie Kirk, even though he was a Zionist all the way up until the end. But you, no. See, because before anything, you're an N-word, and you'll never be anything but that. So I hope all that money that you're making doing this bullshit is worth it, man. Has been worth it for you. But that's the video. You let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace out.